Live from Ball State University. News for the campus community and all of Delaware County. This is NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Drew Bogues.
And I'm Jillian McNulty. Thank you for joining us.
Today, winter took a backseat to what only Indiana would call a heat wave, where temperatures hit a high of 46. NewsLink Indiana reporter Mackenzie Clark has the story.
The snow is finally melting across Ball State and puddles are taking the place of it. Many parking garages and meters are empty as students are facing the water and walking to class. Jordan Moody is among the many.
It's a lot better than it has been. I'm more motivated to go to class and just be on campus longer than when it's freezing cold out and ice is everywhere.
Ball State has made efforts today to get all the snow and slush off the roads, but the possibility of splashing bystanders is still high. Junior Carrie Harris explained her frustrations.
Well, actually, I biked to school yesterday in the sleet, and that was a little bit annoying. But yeah, it's pretty annoying. But I'm happy that it's sunny, so I'm okay with it.
The forecast is calling for a low of 31 degrees tomorrow, which could turn the puddles into ice. Mackenzie Clark, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thanks, Mackenzie. With more on the weather, here's Nick Fauser.
Yeah, as you can see right now that those temperatures are actually not going to be freezing anytime soon right now. As you can tell, we have 44 degrees right now, with it feeling like 38 outside, with the winds at the south at 13 miles per hour. We do have a dew point right now sitting at 28 degrees. Now, looking at satellite radar right now, you can see we have a couple clouds passing through Indiana, but if you can look off to the western area, we are keeping our eye out because we do have a cold front that is making its way slowly into Indiana, which we could see a threat for severe weather. But right now, I'm going to give you a look at how long the warm will last. On top of that, too, with that severe weather outlook. And unfortunately, folks, I'm here to tell you, cold weather is coming again soon. But until then, I will send it back to you guys, and I'll have that forecast for you in just a little bit.
Thanks, Nick. Winter has had its impact on everything around us. Your car might be suffering from problems that might prevent you from going anywhere. NewsLink Indiana's Hunter Petroviak has the story.
Snow has been around us and our cars for what seems like forever. It's finally starting to melt, and we're beginning to see some of the impact of winter's fury. Cooper Tire in Muncie does more than just tires, but services everything from oil changes to alignments. Ray Conley says that there has been a common problem they've seen in the shop so far this winter.
Well, with the cold weather and a lot of no heat problems, obviously that's the first thing that goes when it gets that cold. They want their heat to work very well, and if the heat's not working very well, that's the first thing to show up. So that's another big deal.
Another impact of winter has been on the roads, leaving potholes everywhere. Kevin Mullaney learned the hard way.
And I came home, and the next day I was driving throughout the side streets of Muncie, and next thing you know, I went through a rough patch and my tire's flat.
Car owners need to do more than just watch for potholes, though.
One thing that drivers should always remember is to make sure that the fluids in your engine are always at adequate levels, and the ones that need to be changed are changed, so that your car can remain road ready.
People like Jacob Walsh are feeling the effects of more than just potholes and warn drivers to be cautious.
Know that there can be something that's going to happen, and you just need to prep your car for the winter conditions accordingly.
In Muncie, Hunter Petroviak, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thanks, Hunter. When we come back, we'll have your daily headlines for tomorrow's news.
And we will continue our coverage of the group of Ball State students who went to Sochi for the 2014 Winter Games. Stay tuned.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay, wow. That is so weird. God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
Enroll today. That's what we're here together to say. Enroll today. Take care of people for goodness sake. There's a plan for every budget, so don't accept defeat. Now you can get covered and still buy me treats. Enroll.
The new world of healthcare is here to stay. Do something for those who care about you. Enroll today.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
This is NewsLink Indiana.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Moments after becoming the most decorated athlete in Winter Olympic history, Team USA alpine skier Bode Miller had a controversy-stirring interview with NBC reporter Kristen Cooper. An already emotional Miller broke down as Cooper questioned him about his dead brother moments after he took the bronze medal. The interview caused backlash toward Cooper and NBC, which aired the full interview in primetime several hours after it was taped. Miller, who is now the oldest alpine medalist in Olympic history, took to Twitter on Monday to defend Cooper. Miller tweeted, "I appreciate everyone sticking up for me. Please be gentle with Kristen Cooper. It was crazy emotional and not all her fault. Hashtag heat of the moment." Yesterday, we interviewed NewsLink Indiana and BSU at the Games reporter Courtney Cooper about her experiences in Sochi this past week. Today, we're looking at what's next now that the team is home with BSU at the Games reporter and NewsLink's very own Drew Bogues. So, Drew, first of all, congratulations on a great week of work. It was so cool seeing you guys, pound out these stories night after night, and I know that you guys spent countless sleepless nights, I'm sure, covering all these events.
Countless doesn't even start to describe it. It was really, we got to sleep around 4 to 5, or even if we had to do a live shot for NewsLink, it was really interesting because I'd go take a nap or something, and I have my professor, Susie Smith, wake me up, which is really interesting because I don't normally oversleep, but I'd have Susie wake me up. But sleepless nights, wow, they were just inspiring because we were just so jacked on energy and just really wanted to just get this story done and everything. Sending stuff to NewsLink or ABC 57 with me, Peter, and Zach, which was just, it's an awe-inspiring experience.
And I know that we definitely appreciated it here at NewsLink when you did that live shot for us. I remember you saying it was 6 a.m. in Sochi when you came on for us at, 9, 10 our time. So we really appreciated that. All your guys' hard work definitely paid off. But I want to ask you, after a week in Sochi, what was your first thought when you got back to Muncie?
Well, when we first got on the plane in Moscow, after we went from Sochi to Moscow, I really didn't want to come back. And then once we landed in New York, I started thinking, wow, I get to hear the English language. It's not all different cultures and everything. I get to just come back here and just listen to my friends and hang out with them. And plus, I really wanted a nap because that jet lag was kind of bad. So I took a nap, and then I got to hang out with my friends a little bit. But the most interesting thing that we did was we got off the plane. A couple of us put in our headbuds and started listening to Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue by Toby Keith, which describes just how great this country is. And I have a new appreciation for this country and for the English language because it was difficult at times, but it was also awesome to hear a different language and a different culture.
I can't even imagine the pride you probably had over there, being among all those cultures and everything, but then being able to see athletes from your country represented so well over there. We're doing great in the medal count and everything, so I'm sure that was just incredible for you guys to have all that national pride over there.
Yeah, it was awesome to be an American, especially when people would come up and take a photo with you. I know people came and took a photo with me because they'd never seen someone with red hair or red hair as much as mine. So it was really interesting to see that, and it was really awesome to kind of be a mini celebrity in a celebrity-filled environment.
That's very cool. So now that the team is all back in Muncie and you guys have had at least a weekend to catch up on your sleep, hopefully, what's next for the team?
Right now, we're just making sure that my team specifically is the video team, and we're making sure that every page with every story has some piece of video or a photo with it to make it multimedia based. And then we kind of go into something that Ryan Sparrow says is phase 3, where we just promote all the stuff that we're doing. And it's just going to be visiting wherever we can go in Muncie just to promote BSU at the games, taking what they did in London and doing it a little more enhanced with a little more hands-on. But got to give credit to the people who went to London in 2012. They really set the foundation. And then our professor, Ryan Sparrow, who's really the head of it, said that we were the foundation, that we were the real cement blocks to really put on top of London to even secure it for years upon years.
And that's absolutely incredible. I just think that, first of all, being able to represent our university on a national platform like that is so incredible. I mean, what do you think is the biggest part of being able to do BSU at the Games as far as it affecting our university?
I think it was just being able to work with so many different people from different media outlets, from NewsLink to SportsLink to Daily News. It was just really awesome. And speaking of the Daily News, here's Sage with your daily headlines.
Now time for a look at headlines from around the area on Ball State's source of online news, The Daily. I'm Sage Driver. It has been a week since Facebook released their more than 50 new gender options and 3 pronoun preferences. The reaction from Ball State students has mostly been positive. Ball State Dance Marathon rose over $15,000 in just one day. This doubled their goal. Look in tomorrow's edition of the Daily News to see which live local bands made WCRD's lineup. For these stories and more from NewsLink, WCRD, SportsLink, Ball Bearing, and the Daily News, go to bsudaily.com.
Thanks, Sage. For some students, when the classes end, the work isn't quite done.
Of Ball State's nearly 21,000 students across the campus, thousands are employees of the university. That figured out that is even higher when the students who aren't employed by the university are included.
An article by the American Association of University Professors says that retention rates are higher for students who are employed. But students should not work more than 15 hours a week. NewsLink Indiana reporter Emily Conrad has some student employees, and she asked them how working has influenced their schoolwork.
I work at the Atrium within the Arts and Journalism building. No, I don't believe my schoolwork suffers. I work all night shifts, so therefore during the day I can do whatever I need to do school-wise. Because I am a student that lives on campus and I do not have a form of transportation, and the bus system here is not always reliable and cannot always get me to where I need to be on time. So walking to work from my dorm is the best alternative that I have.
I worked at the Walmart over here on the north side. I was working 32 hours a week, so basically full-time, basically a day away from full-time. They wanted to keep me on that full-time schedule, and that just wasn't going to be feasible for me, so just decided to go on. My grades definitely went down from the semesters before, where I was averaging about a 3.7 GPA pretty consistently. I went down to about a 3.2, and that was just a matter of not having time to put things together as much, because you're at work the vast majority of the time. My weekends were completely gone. So it was just a difficulty balancing everything, and with an even bigger commitment this semester, I knew I just wasn't going to be able to pull it off. I think you'll probably have a better going of things on campus. Just being on campus and being part of that atmosphere, it keeps you in sort of an academic mindset all the time, I feel like. And being able to, also the university works with people a lot more on their schedules. They're a bit more lax and willing to work with people, whereas, out off campus, people are not really willing to work with you. Basically, whatever you put on paper as this is your schedule.
Thanks so much, Emily. After the break, Nick Fauser will have an up-close look at the weather. Stay tuned.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is
it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
This is Newslink Indiana.
Well, Jillian, it looks like Old Man Winter is really turning into the Greek god Poseidon with all this flooding and all the snow that's just melting.
You know, I will definitely take flooding over almost 2 feet of snow, though.
Well, we're gonna have to talk to Nick Fauser about that. Nick, what's gonna go on the forecast?
Oh, I would. Hey, like you said, I'd rather have the warmer temperatures versus the freezing cold temperatures right now. But right now, looking at what we have 43 in Denver. We have 74 in Las Vegas, 82 in Phoenix right now. You're looking at 46 in Des Moines and 53 in St. Louis right now. Now looking at the current state right now, we have 45 in Lafayette, 44 in Muncie, 44 in Indianapolis, and 45 in Bloomington right now. Our average for the day, we had 46 for a high temperature and we had 35 for the low. We're just above average right now with 39 for the high and 22 for the low. We set a record back in 1976 with 60 degrees right now and minus 10 back in 1993, folks. Well, our high temperatures for the day, we had 45 in South Bend, 46 in Bloomington, 51 in Bloomington, 46 in Muncie, and 48 in Indianapolis. Tonight, for all you limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing guys out there, it is going to be a nice night out. Just going to be cloudy, but there will be some windy temperatures. It will be a low of 38 degrees. Looking throughout the next couple of hours, we're going to see by 8 a.m., 33 with cloudy skies, but throughout the next couple of hours after that, sunny by 12 p.m. It'll be 36 degrees. 3 p.m., we will be seeing a high of 40 degrees. Our 7-day outlook right now, we have right now 40 degrees right now, partly cloudy skies. By Thursday, we will see 56, but folks, I'd be really aware right now, we do look like we're going to be under a slight risk of severe weather. And then looking into Friday, we will see 42 with cloudy skies. In the next couple days, we're going to drop back into the lower 30s. Wow, guys, I'm telling you, Mother Nature, she just really can't make up her mind right now.
But Mother Nature made a great night for a date, is what you're saying, since it's really secluded out there.
Absolutely, of course. It'd be a great night to go out.
I loved the weather today. I thought it was great.
Oh, absolutely. I love it too.
I didn't have to wear my winter coat. I was happy.
Exactly. I love the sweater, and you know what? It's only going to get better the next couple of days, and unfortunately, we're going back to the cold. It's a bummer. I'm sorry,
guys. I have to pack
guys.
away my shorts. I even broke up the
I'm
shorts
sorry.
for
I'm
today.
so sorry, man. Unfortunately.
Actually, I did see a couple people on campus today wearing short sleeve shirt and shorts. And I was like, you know what, maybe that's taking it a little bit far,
Yeah,
but
just
you
a
know,
little
when in
bit.
Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thanks, Nick, for the weather.
You're very welcome.
Ball State's volleyball team got some good news heading into their match with the best team in the country.
And a freshman baseball player made the most of his first day on a college field. Next in Newslink Indiana Sports.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
This is Newslink Indiana.
Welcome back. I'm Casey Miller, and this is Newslink Indiana Sports. Well, another week brings another award for the Ball State men's volleyball team. Senior Matt Leske was named the MIFA Defensive Player of the Week for the first time this season and the 6th time of his career. The middle hitter hosted a block party over the weekend, sending 11 attacks back over the net in the wins over Quincy and Lindenwood over the weekend. Leske ranks 3rd in the conference with an average 1.4 blocks per game. Now, 5 different times this season, the senior has had 5 or more blocks in a single match. The Cardinals will need Leske in top form on Thursday when Ball State hosts the top-ranked Loyola Ramblers. This will be the 2nd time this season that Ball State will host the #1 team in the nation. They lost in straight sets to UC Irvine when they were at the top of the polls earlier in the season. The Loyola match begins at 7:30 on Thursday in Worthen Arena. And the men's basketball team is about to get really familiar with Central Michigan over the next couple of weeks. The two teams will play tomorrow and then again on March 1st in a fight to get out of last place in the MAC West. The two teams are tied at the bottom with 1-11 records in the conference. The Cardinal defense could struggle against the Chippewas, who boast the 2nd highest scoring offense in the conference. Ball State's offense has been very balanced throughout the season, with 4 players averaging double figures. Jesse Berry claimed the career 3-point record over the weekend, and Majuk Majuk is one of 15 players in the country averaging a double-double. The Cardinals have struggled to score effectively, though, averaging 18 turnovers per game against MAC opponents. The Cardinals tip off against the Chips in Michigan tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And after his very first day of college baseball, a Ball State freshman was named the Mid-American Conference Pitcher of the Week for his performance on Sunday. Relief pitcher Zach Plesac recorded not 1 but 2 wins for the Cardinal baseball team. Plesac first came out of the bullpen to close out Morehead State and then shut down Wofford later in the day for a win in extra innings. The freshman struck out 5 and gave up a single hit in the 4 2/3 innings that he pitched. After a loss to Dayton yesterday, Ball State wrapped up their weekend in Spartanburg with a 3-1 record. The Cardinals will fly south for the Snowbird Classic in Florida on Friday. And also, Chicken Little would have been right if he was in IU's Assembly Hall today, because the sky really was falling.
It really did.
Yes, a piece of metal actually fell from the roof in the stadium, and it caused officials to have to postpone tonight's IU versus Iowa game.
Well, it probably saved IU from the big beatdown that they possibly would have gotten from the Hawkeyes.
You know, it's been a rough season for IU. You know, I don't want to offend any IU fans out there, but it's been a little worse than they expected so far, I'd say.
Well, I know you talked a little bit about the volleyball team going into that match against Loyola. Loyola was the team that beat Ball State in the MIVA tournament, ending their season last year, ending their 12-match win streak. It's a big rivalry. Loyola has great players, really tall, athletic, a great coach. It's going to be a great game and a great atmosphere in Worthen Arena.
You're right, absolutely. I mean, Ball State really needs to get out in that first set and score quickly.
Yes, exactly. When we come back, Newslink will give you the latest in entertainment. Stay tuned.
The average text, takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple. Just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year, I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay, wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
This is NewsLink Indiana.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Megan Melton with your entertainment news. If you're looking for something fun and beneficial to others, then look no further than the Ball State Dance Marathon. It will be held from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. this Saturday. This dance marathon is a fundraiser for Riley Children's Hospital and will have over 1,500 dancers. There will be donations throughout the week, so make sure you chip in to help kids in need. This week at Ball State, the theater department presents 39 Steps. This production follows Alfred Hitchcock's 1935 film. This production uses only 4 actors that play over 140 characters. Tickets are $8 for Ball State students and $10 for the general public. This production is at Struthers Studio Theater on February 21st at 7:30 p.m. For more information, contact the University Theater's box office. In Pruist Hall at 7:30 this Saturday, musicians Eric Bibb and Ruthie Foster will be performing. This performance will be centered around joyful roots music. The tour, called Thanks for the Joy, will feature both solos and duets by these 2 Grammy-nominated musicians. Seating is general admission and tickets are $5 in advance for Ball State students or $10 at the door. The 79th Annual Student Art Show will be on exhibit from February 11th through March 15th in the Atrium Gallery. This art show will simulate a professional show and is free to all those who wish to view these works. For NewsLink Entertainment News, I'm Megan Melton.
Well, Nick, is there any way I can just keep my shorts on for a good week, or do I have to break out the jeans and the Carhartt?
Maybe for a couple of days. I'd say a couple days for Wednesday and Thursday. Go for it. Go for the shorts. Go for the short sleeve because it's going to be 56 on Thursday. But then we're looking between 4 and 10 o'clock. We will be seeing a chance for severe thunderstorms. Then after that, you might want to put that away for a while because we're going to drop back down into some colder temperatures with 38, 33, 29, and then on Tuesday, 30 degrees. So it's going to be cold again. I'm sorry.
Getting back down there.
I'll make sure to bury my shorts in the backyard. So, Casey, how the Pacers doing?
You know, they're probably the best team in their division right now.
I would say so. They have a pretty good lead on the Chicago Bulls.
You know?
I would say that.
I think that it's going to be a good year for them moving forward into the playoffs. I'm confident.
Very confident. All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks so much. That's all for tonight's edition of NewsLink Indiana. For Nick Fauser, I'm Jillian McNulty. Be sure to watch tomorrow at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And for Casey Miller, I'm Drew Bogues. We are coming back for more news tomorrow at 9. You should too. Until then, have a great night.